Hi everyone, Stage Developer here. So today I'm going to talk about the importance of implementing or applying the principle of least privilege when it comes to managing the data of your client or customers. As you know, nowadays, lots of businesses are dealing with a lot of customer data. There are also a lot of regulations and GDPR if you're in the EU, and a lot of stuff. And it has become quite vital for a business today to collect things such as email, names, date of birth, when you need to control the content related to age, or prove to authorities that your content are complying with the age requirements. You have to protect the data. You need to make sure that your customer client data are well protected. Unfortunately, today, a lot of medium-sized and large-sized companies rely very heavily on cloud solutions, and those cloud solutions can become incredibly complex and complicated, which leads to a lot of problems and potentially huge, massive losses. And I'm going to give you just one example of verifications.io incident in 2019. Basically, verifications.io is an email marketing company where the staff accidentally misconfigured the cloud that they were using, and it ended up with over 763 million records being exposed to the public, which led to huge losses and as well as massive loss of trust. So all of this could have been prevented if if the staff or the developers who were developing or working in their IT had some proper training and basic security principles. What made things much worse is basically that the data was not encrypted. It was stored in just plain text. So basically, like, it was a massive leak which really hurt the company's reputation and potentially led to massive financial losses. Now, those things, while they maybe for you, whether you are a business owner or you are the CTO of a medium-sized company or a big company, this is one of the things that you're always thinking about and worrying about. This is why you need to have really capable people who have a proper understanding and training of cybersecurity principles, secure coding, and also like people who understand how to secure data, especially today where constantly there are new threats coming out in the internet. And unfortunately, you cannot escape from having to go through the internet, storing the data, using solutions that would expect for better experience. This is why you need to really put some investment and effort on identity access management, and you really need people who understand things such as encryption and handling customer data. Unfortunately, for me as a person who's also a professional in cybersecurity, quite often I'm dealing with businesses who ask me to send them some sensitive documents, IDs, or things that contain my social security number in an unencrypted form. And most of the time, the staff that I'm communicating with, when I tell them this doesn't work, we need to have proper encryption. Unfortunately, a lot of companies are not well equipped for that. And I'm talking about companies that are handling hundreds, if not billions of dollars globally. So if you want to protect your business and you want to protect your customer data, this would be like really good for your business, because today the trust and people are becoming more aware of things such as identity theft, um, theft of social security, credit cards, and so on and so forth. And even the most secure system could be compromised if one person made a mistake somewhere, or somebody forgot to tweak the permission in some database, or there was not a good encryption or not sufficient encryption. And there are countless examples of that, and it's only going to get worse with AI, because with AI tools, you will see that businesses are going to produce more software in a short period of time, but it's going to lack proper security monitoring. I'm not saying that it's this bad, because there are still also some AI tools that are good scanners for security, but you still need people who understand everything from A to Z on how to implement and protect your customer data. So, long story short, if you want to protect your customer data when it comes to handling things, especially on the cloud, you need to always operate on the principle of least privilege. So you need to be very restrictive from the scratch, from the beginning, on how much data is exposed. Make sure that nothing gets exposed beyond what it's needed, and you need to apply a lot of things, such as encrypting the data, making sure that you don't store anything in plain text. This does require a significant amount of effort from your developers or technology team. However, on the long term, the less data you collect, the more security you implement, the more trust you are building with your customers, and also as well as with your clients. Whether you are working B2C or B2B, that's the best way going forward. And even with encryption, which is a different story. Encryption is a very important thing, and today a lot of discussions are about post-quantum encryption, and like how encryption will look like in the future. So this is a topic for a different video, which I'm going to discuss more in detail. But long story short, you really need to invest in training your employees to handle data very securely, and do not become another loss or another news on some website or on some news articles about how your customers lost basically their data, or how their data had been stolen by malicious actors. So I hope you found this useful, and for any advice or any queries related to this, I'll be happy to give you a free consultation. If you are running a business and you don't have enough expertise on this, I'll be more than happy to help you with this. So I hope you found this useful. Stay tuned, and we'll talk to you on my next video.